going to start exactly as you are, seated in any position that feels comfortable. You could crisscross your legs or feel free to have them just straight out in front of you. But I'm going to take a moment here and encourage everybody to close your eyes and sit up as tall as you can. You can try walking your hip bones back behind you. Give yourself a wiggle and sit up straighter. And we're going to start by taking some slow, deep breaths together. If you can, try to breathe in and out through your nose. Take a moment to hear the beautiful sound of the waves. They're powerful today. Notice how you're doing this morning, how your body's feeling, how you're feeling energetically, emotionally. Saturdays can be hit or miss. Maybe you're feeling really good because it's the weekend, you're ready to go. Or maybe you're feeling a little bit tired because it's the weekend and it's been a long week. So wherever you fall on that spectrum, welcome wherever you're feeling today. And I'm going to invite you all to set an intention for our class together. Just reminding yourself why you're here, what you want to get out of this time. Try to pick one word that describes how you want to feel when you walk out of here. Maybe you just want to feel more awake, more energized. Maybe you want to feel relief from something specific, or you want to feel more relaxed or calm. Just notice what comes up for you. What do you need heading into the rest of your Saturday? And with that in mind, let's bring our hands to heart center, bringing your palms to touch. Take a moment and thank yourself for coming out here. It's not always easy to get up on a Saturday morning, but you did it. You made it here. And now this hour is fully for you. You get to spend time with yourself, give yourself what you need. And with that in mind, we're going to take a really big inhale in through your nose here. Nice deep breath. Try to hold your breath at the top and then see if you can fill it with a little bit more air. Breathing in. From there, open your mouth, exhale, let's sigh it out. All right, friends, go ahead and open up your eyes. And from here, we're going to take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Take your right hand down to the earth. You're going to crawl it over as your left arm stretches over. Big side reach here. I like to rotate to look underneath the arm or up towards the sky. Then bring it back through center, reach both arms up. We'll take the left hand down, right arm up and over. Okay. And then we're going to take this into a little flow. So we're going to inhale both arms up. Exhale, up and over with the left. Then inhale, bring it back through center. Let's go the other way. A couple more times. Reach up a little bit taller each time. Stretch a little bit further. Good. Inhale back through center. Exhale, up and over. Let's go one more time. Big reach. This time, maybe your elbow taps the ground as you reach up and over. And inhale back through center. Take it up and over the elbow. And then inhale both arms up. All right, crew, let's roll up to all fours. So I'm going to have you join me on hands and knees here. Hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. If you need extra cushion, you could roll up your mat a few times here. And we're starting with cat and cow. So we'll inhale our belly down, your head, your tailbone lift up, really opening up through the chest, collarbones. And then you exhale, round your back, feeling that tuck of your chin and your pelvis. And we're going to go back and forth between the two. Inhaling down into cow. And then you exhale, pushing around into cat. And then if you'd like to add some other movements here, go for it. Maybe a little freestyle. You could take your hips side to side, your ribs. You can stretch out your neck. You can roll this around in some circles. We're just starting to get loosened up through your spine. Your back is really the most central part of our body. Everything else stems off of the spine. So starting to find more space between the vertebrae. Slow it down a little bit more. We'll take just a few more rounds here. And if you can, we're trying to breathe in and out through your nose here. If you feel a little stuffy, all good, you can breathe through your mouth, but breathing through your nose actually has some powerful benefits. It starts to activate your body's parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest, restore. You can think of it as the state where you feel calm, the opposite of our flight or fight response. All right, crew, we're going to come back into a neutral tabletop. Draw your belly button in, and then from here, try reaching your right leg straight back behind you. You're going to point your toes and your knees down towards the ground. Go ahead now, belly button in, and then maybe try reaching your left arm forward. Okay, this is already hard, so you could stay here in stillness. Remember, you could do just your arm, just your leg. Option around your back, you're going to bring your knee and elbow to touch, finding a little cat if you want that extra challenge. Now we'll take that 2 more times. So slowly reach it out. Good. Exhale, pull it in. Got it, crew. Let's try one more. Maybe go even slower. Exhaling in. We're lifting up out of that right shoulder. One more time. Hold your arm and leg out. Try to lift up a little higher. Good. And then set your hand down, your knee down. Take a beat, and we're going to switch sides. So shifting your weight, extend your left leg now, straight back behind you. And then maybe reach your right arm forward with your thumb up to the sky. So this is called contralateral work, working through the diagonal of your body. You could stay here, or we're going to round the back. Exhale, knee and elbow pull in towards each other. Scoop out your core. We'll take that 2 more times. Slow and steady. Nice, yogis. Exhale, pulling in. Lift up out of your left shoulder. This is strengthening your back muscles, your shoulders, and your core. Let's try one more. Now hold your arm and leg out. Try to lengthen as much as you can. Lift up a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Yes, and then exhale. Hand down, knee down. You're going to keep your hips lifted. Walk your hands forward and then bow your chest down into puppy dog pose. So hips are lifted above your knees. You're feeling a really big stretch through the back, your upper back here in your chest. And then slowly walk your hands back up. Let's find tabletop once again. You'll press it back here to downward facing dog. So curl your toes under. Let's lift your hips up and back. Nice, you guys. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Really lift your tailbone up to the sky. And if you'd like for a moment, you can freestyle. So maybe bend one knee and then the other. You can shift your weight around, a little forward, back, side to side. Anything that feels good, go for it. Now, downward facing dog, it's a lot through the upper body. If it's ever too much, you can come down to all fours with your knees down. That's a good way to modify this one. Now we're all going to take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward at your hands, and step your feet up to a forward fold. So feet come hips distance. Bend your knees and let yourself drape down over your legs. So really generous bend here. Let yourself drape, relax your head. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows, moving into ragdoll here. Maybe find a little sway to the right, to the left. Taking deep breaths because we're upside down. Anytime your head's below your heart, extra important to breathe deeply, but it's really detoxifying, really good for the body. Bringing your hands to your shins. Let's find a flat back here. Lengthen out your spine. Draw your core in up. And then exhale, bend your knees, fold it down. Press through your feet. We're going to reach our arms, come all the way up to stand. Right here, grab a hold of your right wrist. Take a side reach up and over to your left. And then maybe rotate to look underneath your arm, kind of like how we did in our intro warm-up. Reach both hands back up. Grabbing your left wrist, let's go the other way, up and over. Yeah, and then again, maybe rotate to look underneath your arm or up towards the sky. Inhale, reach it back up. You're going to exhale, find your forward fold once again. Down, bending your knees a lot. And then hands to your shins, we'll find a flat back. Straighten out your legs, your spine. Bend your knees, take your hands to the ground, and step yourself back to downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. All right, so we're going to go through that a couple more times, like our version of a sun salutation yogi warm up here. So once again, let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then exhale, step, or you could hop your feet up, come to your forward fold. We'll inhale to your flat back. And exhale, bend your knees, dive down. Come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. Once again, grab a hold of your right wrist, side reach up and over, and then maybe rotate to look under your arm up towards the sky. Okay, now you could stay here. This is a good stretch. If you want to make it a little fun, you're going to step your right foot back behind you and over to the left and lunge into it. You can choose whether to have your heel lifted or you can set it down flat. Doesn't matter. We're just lengthening more through the hip flexor. You got it. And then come back through center. Reach both arms up. Let's go the other way. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Side reach it up and over. Maybe stay here. Push down to that right foot. If you want more, your left foot goes up and over to the left. And then lean into a little further. Oh yeah, it's a good side stretch. Come on back through center, both arms up. We exhale, find your forward fold, dive yourself down. Inhale to a flat back. Then exhale, bend your knees, hands down, we'll step back to downward facing dog. Excellent. All right, crew, let's go one more time. Take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, either step or hop your feet, find that forward fold. We'll inhale to the flat back. And then exhale, dive it down. All the way up to stand, reach it up. You know what to do, grab a hold of the right wrist, take a side reach. Okay, now stay here. This time, option to soften your left knee. You're going to push down through that left foot and try picking your right leg up. Yeah, a little easier is kind of staying upright. If you want to really go for it, you really tip yourself over. We're just getting started though, so don't give yourself a hard time if you wobble, if you're falling. Come on back through center, reach both arms up. Let's try it the other way. Grab a hold of your left wrist, up and over the other way. Little bend of your right knee, push down through that right foot. Left leg lifts up. Maybe you tip over a little further. Nice. This one's just for fun, right? Reach it over. Lift it back up, both arms up. You exhale, find your forward fold. Well done. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, fold, hands down, step back to your downward facing dog. Nice, crew. All right, make sure you've got a really strong push through all 10 of your fingers. We're going to try lifting our right leg up into three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Yes, now lots of options with this. You could bend your knee, kind of freestyle your leg for a moment, maybe stack your hips, circle out your ankles, spread your toes. If it feels like too much, remember you can always have your left knee down, come into more of an all fours position for this. Yeah. Beautiful. We're going to look forward. Step your right foot through between your hands and lower your left knee down to the ground, finding a low lunge here. Stay down low. You're going to take your left hand down and try twisting to reach your right arm up to the sky. Yeah. Push down through your right foot, right arm up to the sky. Good. Now from here, we're going to reach your right arm back behind you. You're going to come on up into a kneeling twist. Left arm forward, maybe turn to look back towards your right hand. Nice. Bring your hands through prayer at your heart center and come back through unwind so you're facing straight ahead. Good. Now from here, reach both arms up. Take a deep breath in. We're going to try to lift up taller. Maybe from your shoulder blades, start to find a little tilt back. Your heart lifts up towards the sky. Push down through your right foot to find energy through your fingertips, through the top of your head. And then exhale, both hands down to the ground. You're going to reach that right leg, bring it back behind you. Come to all fours. And then from here, reach your right arm back up to the sky. Find your twist. We're going to thread the needle. So this right arm goes underneath your left. Keep your hips lifted. Drop your right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. So you're feeling this twist through the shoulder blades primarily. Nice deep breath right at the base. Try to relax your upper body. Good. Let's unwind, slowly reach your right arm back up to the sky, open up into your twist. Good work. Set both hands down to the ground. And then press yourself back when you're ready. Find your downward facing dog. Well done, crew. Again, nice strong push through both of your hands. Let's try lifting your left leg up into that three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Nice. And again, maybe find some movement if you want. Bend your knee, circle out your ankles, spread your toes. Remember, anything you want to do here, you can. Try to find that connection to your core. Look forward. We're going to step that left foot through between your hands. Right knee down to the ground. So you find this low lunge position. Good. Stay down with your hands. I like to make a fist with the right hand rather than dumping into the wrist. Just a little idea for you guys to play around with. So right hand down, left arm up to the sky. Open up into that twist. If it doesn't feel good to look up, you don't have to. We're going to push down through that left foot. Reach your left arm back behind you. Slowly come up to rise into a kneeling twist. Maybe you're looking back at your left hand. Yeah. Little core work with that. Take a breath in. And then hands to prayer, unwind, come back through center. Awesome. Root down through that left foot. Let's reach both arms up. Deep breath in. And then maybe from your shoulder blades a little deeper, tilt back, open up your heart. Maybe your eyes are looking up to the sky. Push down through your left foot. Exhale, both hands down to the ground. We're going to reach left leg back behind you. Meet me here in all fours. Good. And then we'll take an inhale, left arm up to the sky. Find your twist. We thread the needle, left arm underneath your right, dropping your left shoulder, left ear down to the ground. Keep your hips lifted. You want to feel this twist through the shoulder blades. Try to soften that space between your shoulders and your ears. Nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Use your exhale to unwind. Reach your left arm back up to the sky. And then we'll take both hands down to the ground and press to a child's pose. Your toes go together, knees open wide. Reach your arms forward, resting your hips back towards your heels. Get a nice stretch through your upper back here, your shoulders, your arms. Try to take some slow, deep breaths. Just notice how your body's feeling now that it's getting some movement. Notice wherever your mind has wandered. Just try to bring it back to this moment. So again, just noticing the sounds of the waves. Maybe noticing the sound of your own breath. Child's pose is always a nice one to go into if you ever find you need a rest, a break. If you're ready for a little bit more, we're going to come on up to all fours. And then once again, let's press it back. Find your downward facing dog. Good, strong push through your hands, lifting your tailbone up. Really draw your ribs, your core in. Let's reach your right leg up to the sky. Your three-legged dog. Yeah, now this time try to get your leg as straight as you can. Point or flex your foot, and then engage more through your right glute to lift up a little bit higher. Yeah, feel that strong push through your arms. You guys look amazing. We're going to look forward. Step your right foot through between your hands. We're in a low runner's lunge. Stay down here for a moment, hands framing your foot. Okay, so left hand down. Try a twist here with your right arm up to the sky. Feel free to set your left knee down if you need that extra support like we did before. Good. Take both hands down to the ground. Now push through your right foot. Take your time. You're going to come up to stand into a crescent lunge. It's like a good old classic standing lunge here. So feet about hips distance. Maybe walk your feet a little bit further apart to get deeper into it. Want to really push through that right heel. Okay, now we're going to take a breath in here. As you exhale, you'll hinge forward, your arms sweep back, get low over your thigh. We're going to take that 2 more times. So big reach up. Exhale. Fold. And let's go one more. You decide how low you go. The closer you get to your thigh, the more you're going to feel that right glute engage. Okay, let's lift it back up. Deep breath in. Now you're going to dive your left hand down to the ground, come back into that twist, reach your right arm up to the sky. Good balance. We exhale both hands down to the ground. You're going to crawl the hands over to your left and start to spin your legs. So you're going to end up in a wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel with each other. Your legs are as straight as you can get them. Letting yourself hinge at your hips so your head is dropping down towards the ground. Okay. Now we'll be here for a couple breaths so you can settle into this stretch. Some options with your hands. You just have them down on the ground. You could grab opposite elbows like we do in our other forward fold. Or it also feels really good here to take a shoulder opener. Interlacing your hands behind your back, you're going to reach your arms up overhead. That gets a stretch through the front and the backs of your shoulders here. You can also find a little twist, dropping one shoulder down, then the other, kind of a shimmy. Yeah. Try to relax your head down wherever you're at. You're taking deep breaths. This is a big stretch through the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the low back, the hips, basically everything. So we want to soften the body as best. All right, crew, soften your knees. Come all the way up to stand. And then you're going to turn your toes out. Heels go in a little bit, so we're externally rotated. And then bend your knees. You're going to come down into a wide-legged squat here, called goddess pose. So a couple things. You want to make sure knees and toes are pointing the same direction. Maybe walk your feet a little further apart so you can get down lower. You're pressing your legs back behind you. So a lot of work through the outer hips. We're going to take an inhale. Reach your arms and legs straight. Burst open into star pose. Yeah, and then exhale, bend your knees. You're going to slide down your wall, come back into your squat. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Big reaching. And then you exhale, bring it back down. Maybe you get a little lower. Let's go one more. Reaching up, filling up with that fresh air. Exhale, bring it to your heart. Hold it down low in your squat. If you want a little bit extra work, maybe your arms reach up. Oh yeah, maybe get down a little lower. Take one more inhale. We're going to burst open to warrior 2. Straighten your legs. Turn your right toes to face forward. Left toes turn in a bit as well, and then bend your right. Yeah, so right knee's bent and our left leg is straight. And our feet kind of look like the letter T. So back foot parallel with the back end of your mat. Then reverse your warrior. Reach your right arm up and back towards the houses behind you. Maybe bend a little deeper into your right knee. Good. Reach further through your ribs. Go extended side angle. Right forearm to your thigh. Left arm up overhead. Good. Now lots of options here. If this feels crunchy, just come up higher. You can take your hand to your thigh. If you want harder, you go down lower. So right hand can come to the ground. Or just think about hovering the right arm. So you're not even using it at all. You're using your core, your legs. Basically, that's what we're going for no matter what. So we're not dumping into the shoulder. Use your legs, use your abdominals. Length through the top of your head. And then use your next exhale to come on up into warrior 2 one more time. Take one final breath in here. And then you exhale, hands down, frame your foot, and step yourself back to your downward facing dog. Well done. Let's take a big inhale in through your nose. Maybe an open mouth exhale. Let's get ready for round 2. Left leg will lift this time. Left leg up, 3-legged dog. And again, try to get your legs straight. Pointer flex your foot. Squeeze your left glute just to lift up a little bit higher. Yeah, feel how that connection works more through your upper body as well. We look forward, left foot through between your hands. You're coming into your runner's lunge. Stay down low with your arms here. Feel free to set the right knee down if you need support. Right hand down. Your left arm takes you up into a twist. Then exhale, both hands down to the ground. Push through your left foot. Take your time to come up. Find your balance. You're in your crescent lunge. Around the ball of your back foot. Feet hips distance. If you want to make this more of a warrior 1, you can always step your foot in so it's flat. But from here, I want you to really push through the left foot. Lengthen through the top of your head. And we'll exhale, find that hinge forward, arms go back. Full range of motion with those arms. Go 2 more times. So big reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Good. Let's go 1 more. Exhale. Take it down. Good. Reach back up. We're going to take a little dive here. Your right hand goes down to the ground. Find your twist once again. Left arm up to the sky. Now we take both hands down. You're going to start to crawl them over to the right. Spin your legs and your feet with you. And we'll end up in our wide-legged forward fold. You'll have to separate your feet so they're in line with each other. And then let yourself completely drape down. Your upper body hangs on the stretch of your spine. Feels so good to finally have some sun out. It's been a cold week. So feeling that warmth, let your body drape down. You might want to find a little shake yes and no through your head. Let go of all that tension. You could grab opposite elbows here, or you can find that shoulder opener again. If you do that, maybe try the opposite grip with your hands. So you're going to bring your awkward thumb on top, switch it up a little bit, and then reach your arms up overhead. Feeling that connection with your breath, with your body. Feel free to bend your knees a little bit. We're going to take a little side stretch here to get deeper into your hamstrings. So you're just going to crawl your hands over towards your right leg and then pull yourself in closer so your nose comes towards your right knee, getting deeper into that right hamstring stretch. Again, feel free to bend your knees as much as you need. We never want to force anything when we're stretching. You want to ease into it. You're letting your body know it's safe to be here. It's okay to relax. Let go. Let's take it the other way. Walking your hands over to your left leg. Pull yourself in a little bit closer to your left knee here. Again, deep breaths. Try to let yourself soften. Know where you're gripping. Try to let that go. Then come back through center one more time. Let yourself hang for a moment. Last couple breaths here. Then go ahead and soften your knees. We roll all the way back up to stand. And just like before, you're going to turn your toes out. So heels in, toes point out, and then bend your knees, coming into your goddess pose. Oh yeah. Below outer thighs, inner thighs, the whole shebang. Get down a little bit lower. Press your knees back. We're going to take an inhale. Burst open arms and legs straight, coming into star pose. Good. And then you exhale, bend your knees back down into goddess. Let's go 2 more times. Little yogi jacks. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it down. Okay, this time with intention. You reach up for something that you need. You exhale, pull it down to your heart. Good. Stay low. We're going to take a little twist on this side. So bring your hands to your thighs. Your thumbs go forward, fingers back. Nice. Use your hands to press your thighs back. You're going to drop your right shoulder down. Look over your left towards the water. Yeah. Then switch it out. Left shoulder down. Look over your right for a moment. Nice. Yogis, come back through center. Maybe your arms reach up. We'll grand finale here. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale. Straighten your legs. We go to warrior 2. So turn your toes towards the left a little bit and then bend into your left knee. Yes. Strong arms, strong legs. Left knee bent. A right leg is straight. And then reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. As you do that, try to bend more into your left knee. Deeper into your lunge. Yeah, then reach further through your ribs. Good. Let's take it up and over extended side angle. Your left forearm is down. Right arm up overhead towards me. Beautiful. Remember, if that doesn't feel so good, you can come up to your hand. If you want harder, you go down lower. Left hand down towards the ground. Try to feel more length through the top of your head. Notice if you're holding your breath here. try to find your breath. It's going to help you feel a lot stronger, more capable. You've got this. Lift yourself back up, finding your warrior two. One last breath here. Then you're going to exhale, hands come all the way down to the ground. Step yourself back, find your downward facing dog. Beautiful work. From here, we're going to shift forward. Let's find plank pose. Stack your shoulders right over your wrists, legs out straight. And you, of course, are more than welcome to skip this. You could set your knees down on the ground. You can also meet us in child's pose. That's where we're going next. If you're in the plank, lengthen out your plank a little bit more. Head towards me, heels towards the back. You're lifting up out of your shoulders. You're feeling the backs of your legs also lifting up. Yes. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, then lower your knees. Find your child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Reach your arms forward, feeling a stretch of your whole spine. Here in your child's, we're going to do a little side stretch. So keep reaching your arms forward. You're going to crawl them over towards the right side of your mat. Take your right hand down, stack your left hand on top of it, and then pull your left hip away. So you're going to feel a little bit more stretch through the left ribs, especially right underneath your armpit here. Think about drawing it down so you get more of a side stretch, sending your breath to your left lungs. Good. Let's take it over the other way, calling your hands over towards the left. Left hand down, right hand on top, pulling your right hip away, breathing into the right side bone. Take both arms back through center, reach it forward. One last breath here. We're going to slide forward to come onto your stomach into Sphinx pose. So slowly lower yourself all the way down here. We're going to bring our elbows right underneath the shoulders so your forearms go parallel. Now, really relax your hips here, your legs. There's no tension in your lower body. And with your elbows down, you're going to draw your shoulders down away from your ears, push down through your arms to lift your chest up in a little back bend. Now, this is an active pose. So I want you to think about pushing down with your forearms and back with your elbows. So it's almost like you're trying to bring your elbows back towards your feet, and that's helping you pull your heart forward. Good. And then we're going to slowly lower it down. Stack your hands. You can rest your forehead on top with your elbows out to the side, and then maybe find a little wiggle of your hips, or you can bend your knees and find a full windshield wiper here, taking your feet side to side, letting your back relax. All right, let's go into that one more time. We're going to straighten both legs out. And once again, forearms come down, parallel, elbows right under your shoulders. Drawing your shoulders down first, you push down into your arms to lift up your chest. And relax your pelvis, relax your legs. Yes. Beautiful. We're all just beautiful sphinxes. Sunning. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, lower down. You're going to take your hands by your sides, slowly push it back to your child's pose. Stretch out your back here. That should feel really good after that back bend. Lengthen out your spine. Good job. When you're ready, we're going to roll ourselves back up to all fours, and then we'll meet in our downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back. And once again here, let's take a big inhale in through your nose. Maybe an open mouth exhale. All right, we're going to take a deep bend of your knees, look forward at your hands. As you exhale, step or even hop your feet, come back to your forward fold, top of your back. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, dive it down. Press through your feet, reach your arms, come all the way up to stand. You're going to find cactus arms here, bending your elbows, lean back a little bit, open up your chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Big reach up, grabbing for that sunlight. You exhale, pull it. Go one more time. Big reach. You press your hips forward, lean back a little further. Then reach both arms up. You're going to take your arms out to a T, and we're going to practice something. So you're going to bring your right elbow on top of your left, getting into eagle arms. So you're going to wrap your arms around. They might not get to the point where you bring your palms together. You might be kind of stuck here. In that case, I want you to press the backs of your hands together. What we're doing is feeling our arms pulling away from each other in opposite directions. So if you can keep wrapping, you're taking your palms together, you're pressing your palms into each other. Try to draw your shoulders down away from your ears, and then lift your elbows up. Okay, so we should start to feel a stretch in the upper back. If you need more, hands go away from you. And then maybe elbows lift up a little higher. Yes, hopefully you're feeling that in your shoulders, your upper back. If you need even more, you can start to tilt it back, coming into more of a little back bend. Last breath in. Then go ahead and release your arms. Give your shoulders a big roll up and around. Good. Let's try round 2. Arms out to a T. You're going to bring your left elbow on top of the right. And again, start to wrap your arms around. It's all good if you're hanging out here, the backs of your hands are together. Maybe you can get your palms to touch. Now, stand up really tall, shoulders down away from your ears. You're going to lift your elbows up against them. Then shoulder blades slide down again. And then maybe press your hands away from you. Good. Maybe your elbows up a little higher. Ooh, nice deep breaths. This one is a tight one for me. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Beautiful. Last breath in. And exhale. Again, release. Roll out your shoulders. Okay, we'll be coming back to that in just a little bit. Now, feet are separated hips distance. We're going to sit down into chair pose. So think of more of a regular squat. You're going to send your hips back, press through your heels, your legs, your knees are separated here about hips distance. Yeah. So I want to really straight back here, pull your core in. We're going to take a swing of the arms. So they're going to go back behind you as you breathe in. And then you exhale, reach up. Okay, that was easy. Let's add on a little bit. We're going to take them back now. Push through your right foot. Come up to stand, lifting your left knee up. So options, you could just take your foot up to a little tippy toe. Maybe take it all the way. Good. Let's sit back down into your chair. Exhale, arms sweep back. Push through your left foot this time. Right knee lifts up. Maybe all the way. Good. Let's try that one more time each side. Back down into your chair. Sweep it back. It'll help you to find something that's not moving to look at as you lift your left knee up. Good. Nice balance, you guys. Back down into your chair. Last time. Arms sweep back. Pushing through your left foot. Your right knee lifts. Stand up a little taller. Good. Back into your chair last time. Arms sweep back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, come all the way up to a stand, hands to prayer. All right, crew, we're going to try a little tree pose balance here. Your right foot stays down. You're going to try bringing your left foot up. Now, if you're feeling a little wobbly today, it's all good. We can always stay in this kickstand with the ball of your foot down. If you want to go into full tree, try taking your foot up onto your leg. Now, where you put your foot, totally up to you. Usually, the higher you bring your foot, the more off balance you're going to be. So just kind of play around with it. Press your foot to your leg back into your foot. Try to lift up using your core. And then find something that's not moving in front of you that you can look at. And then maybe grow your branches. Yes. So we're standing up super tall. You've got focus, but you're also soft. So maybe relax your face, your eyes, your forehead, your jaw. Beautiful. We're going to take one more breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and release that. Take it out. Well done. Okay, let's try round 2. Left leg. So left foot down or whichever side you do. Just switch it out. Find your point. That's called your drishti, your focal point that you're going to look at. Focusing your gaze on that spot. Right foot sneaks its way up. Yes. You want to have a little baby bend of your left knee. You should feel your foot actively push down. And then use that to help you lift your arms up. Grow your branches. Yeah. Take a nice deep breath here. Try to soften. Pretend you have to hold this for an hour. How would you approach it? Thankfully, we won't be here an hour, just a couple more breaths. Good job, you guys. Go ahead and release. Shake that out. Okay, well done. Now, we're going to try a little other balance challenge called eagle pose. We're going to incorporate those arcs that we learned. If you feel like this isn't working for me at any point, you can go back to tree pose or anything else that feels good. Otherwise, this one's fun. Okay, so let's start with our arms first. We're going to bring our arms out to the sides. Let's take your right elbow, cross it on top of your left, then wrap your hands around. Nice. All right, friends, go separate your legs, separated about hips distance. Pull your hips back, sit down into your chair. Okay, so your right elbow's on top. That means your left knee is going to go on top. So you're going to come up to stand. Pick your left knee up, and then cross it over your right. Now you're going to sit back into your chair. So send your booty back, and then try bending your right knee. Yes, look at you. You're an eagle. Good, you're holding. Couple deep breaths. Try to find your focal point. One more deep inhale. You got it. Exhale. Release. And give that a little shake out. Nice work, you guys. Let's go for round 2. Okay, arms out. Try not to hit each other. Left elbow on top of the right. We wrap our hands around. Holding here. Okay, so left elbow's on top this time. Pull your hips back, sit down into your chair. You're going to reach down through your left foot. Your right knee is lifting up. So come on up to stand. Then cross that right knee over your left. Baby stand. You're sitting back into your chair. Bend. You're going to be shaking. It's more good. We're strengthening those stabilizer muscles in the legs, core. A lot is happening in this. You're going to take one more breath in. Slowly exhale. Unwind. You guys, it was so good. Go ahead and shake that out. I don't teach that too often. It's a little complex, but you did amazing. Let's inhale, reach your arms back up. As you exhale, big forward fold. Let yourself for a moment. All right, we're going to step our left leg back into pyramid pose. So with your legs bent, you're just going to step your left foot back like 2 feet or so. Not too much, so you can set your foot down flat. Left foot's pointing to about 45 degrees out to the left, just a little side external rotation. And then you're going to fold over your right leg here, getting into a hamstring stretch for the back of your right leg. Now with pyramid, our goal is legs straight, but totally fine to bend your knees as much as you need here. We don't want to force anything. It should feel like a good stretch for your back, for your legs. Just a moment to breathe, to slow down. So let yourself soften here. Try to connect to a slower, deeper breath. Good work. Let's switch it out. Bring your left foot forward. And then you get to step your right foot back. Again, how far is totally up to you. You want your foot pointing out to the side a little bit so that you can set it down totally flat. Legs as straight as you can get it. You're folding forward over your left leg. We're going to Egypt today, I guess, with Sphinx pose, pyramid pose, all the things. Try to relax your upper body. Head is down. Legs are slowly straightening, pushing down into the ground with both of your feet. We'll take one more breath in. And then use your exhale to step your right foot up to meet your left. One more time in your forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins. Let's find that flat back. Lengthen out your spine, your legs. And then exhale, hands to the ground. You're stepping back to plank pose. Last one of the day. Kind of grand finale here for your work. So start to push the ground away even more. Feel yourself getting lighter through your core, through your hands. You want to feel your ribs lifting up away from the ground. Basically, in plank, you're fighting gravity. Everything wants to sag. So feel yourself like you're pressing the earth away. Good. We're going to take one final really deep breath in. Whenever you're ready, exhale, lower your knees down. Let's find your child's pose one last time. Toes together, knees wide, stretch it out. Well done, crew. If you need to grab water and you haven't yet, this is a good time. Start to slow down your breathing. You made it through all the hard stuff. It's time to shift gears and slow things down a little bit. So feeling proud of yourself, maybe you tried something new today. You can stay here as long as you want. Whenever you're ready, though, we're going to roll up in order to lie down. So it's time to come onto your backs. We're going to scoot forward, make sure you have plenty of mat behind you, and then lower down. You're going to hug your knees into your chest. And first, start just by finding a rock side to side. Roll everything out. Make sure you feel good. We'll be here for our final 13 minutes or so class. So if you need anything like sunglasses, a hat, anything to cover your eyes, go for it. Get cozy. And we're going to start with a figure 4 stretch here. So set both of your feet down onto the ground. Flex your right foot and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then you could stay there or thread your arms through, grabbing onto your left hamstrings to pull the shape in. Take some slow, deep breaths here. Try to relax your head down, your tailbone down. And if you want, you can find a gentle rock side to side, leaning over to the right, to the left with your hips. It actually changes how you experience the stretch. So depending on which way you lean, you might feel it a little bit more. So pause wherever you do feel a good bit of feedback. We worked your hips a lot, especially in those eagle poses. So feeling yourself softening through your pelvis. Try to relax your hands if you're holding onto your legs. Feel soft through your whole body. Beautiful. Let's switch out our feet. Set your right foot down onto the ground. You'll flex your left foot and then cross your left ankle over your right. And again, you could hang out right here or thread your arms through if you want more. Grabbing onto the right hamstrings, you pull this whole shape in towards you. Now, it's helpful to keep your left foot flexed. That's going to protect your left knee. But you can relax your right foot. Just let it flop down. And then maybe start to find that rock side to side, leaning over to the right, to the left, pausing wherever you feel it the most. Notice wherever your mind has wandered, bringing it back to this moment. The peaceful sun, the ocean, the fact that we're right here by the sea on a slow Saturday morning. Let's bring both knees back into your chest. You're going to finish up with a supine twist. So stay holding onto your right knee. We'll slide the left leg all the way down onto the ground. And then your right arm goes out to the right. It can either be straight or you can bend it. And then use your left hand to guide your knee across your body up and over to the left into a twist. And then maybe turn your head to look over towards your right hand. So you're breathing into the right side body through your ribs, letting yourself stretch out a little bit more. Use your belly button to pull in and slowly roll it back through center. Slide your right leg out straight. And let's switch sides, bringing your left knee into your chest. Left arm goes out to the left. You'll use your right hand to guide your knee over to the right. And then maybe turn your head to look over towards your left. Try to feel really loose and relaxed in this twist. So holding on to zero tension, letting your body soften. Taking deep breaths into the left side body here. So feeling that stretch all the way from your shoulder, your ribs to the outer hip. Then slowly roll yourself back to your center. We're going to slide both legs out straight. Reach your arms up overhead. Taking one final good morning stretch, reaching your fingertips long and all the way down to your toes with your entire body stretching. And as you exhale, let's release your arms by your sides. We're going to set up for Shavasana. Best pose of all, your final resting pose. So you get to fully relax here. If it doesn't feel good to have your arms and legs straight, feel free to bend your knees and roll over to one side. You can even sit up. But the goal here is for you to relax, to be able to let go for just a few minutes. Really feel how you have nothing to do. That is such a rare thing. It's even more rare to have a moment of silence, some time all to yourself, where you have nothing to worry about, nothing to think about. Your brain is going to keep going while you're here. It's totally normal. So try to use this time to direct your thoughts towards something that makes you feel really good. Maybe just let your mind wander. Maybe daydream. You can start to visualize something that you hope to happen in the future. Or just really notice how beautiful it is to be outside right here, right now. Feeling that warm sun. You believe it's December. Letting your body sink into the ground. Soaking up the peaceful, powerful energy of the ocean waves. We'll just be here for a few minutes, and I'll let you know when it's time to get up. So for now, enjoy your Shavasana. start to take your last few deep breaths here. And before you get up, just thinking back to the intention that you set at the start, remind yourself how you'd like to feel going into the rest of your day. There's a lot of things in life that we can't control, in fact, most of them. But what we can always control is how we protect our own energy, our own peace, our own self-love. So making that commitment to really put yourself first, give back to yourself whatever you need, especially as we head into this final month of the year, busy holiday season. So feeling a moment of gratitude for yourself, for the fact that you took this time. So special to get to be outdoors for a bit, to move your body. Or to start to wake up with some movement, your fingers and your toes. Maybe circle out your wrist and ankle. Please take your time. Whenever you're ready, we're going to roll over to one side and slowly press yourself on up to sit. And you can sit in any position that feels comfortable, just like we started. Let's take one final moment here. Sit up tall, close your eyes, then bring your hands to heart center. Feeling gratitude for this beautiful day, for this fresh start right here. Let's all take one final really deep inhale, biggest one of your day so far, in through your nose. Try to hold your breath at the top and see if you can fill up with a little bit more air. And from there, open your mouth. Let's exhale, sigh it out. Getting ready to have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thank you all so much for namaste. And thank you. Give us a little round of applause.